Nobody is talking about this crypto. It is a total hidden gem. And I strongly believe in the next bull run, this thing is going to go to the moon. It is going to get ballistic gains, and it is at an absolute discount right now. If you're bullish on NFTs, if you're bullish on NFT infrastructure, if you're bullish on Polkadot, trust me, you're not going to want to miss this one. How are you doing? If you're new to the channel, hello, welcome. My name is Dan. I've been 2 years full-time in the crypto space as a founder, as a content creator, and as a marketer. I am one of the co-founders of an NFT project on Ethereum called 3D Frankenpunks. We've done over 6,000 Ethereum in volume, and that is a project I'm still actively working on. I am a builder in the space, and I want to put out these videos as a means of just sharing my knowledge and also just helping people. I got a lot of people who hit me up, friends, family, other Web3 people, about what are some things that you're excited about? What are some things that you're considering picking up in the bear market? I just want to put this out there so it's out there, so I don't have to repeat it 100 times so people could just come watch the video. So would appreciate if you pound up that like button, and if there's anything that you're curious about, any questions you have in terms of whatever altcoins to review, or anything really, just drop it down in the comments. Would love to have a nice back and forth and make some more content for you. So without further ado, welcome to my coin review series where we review coins. Yeah, it's quite it's quite self-explanatory, isn't it? So let's get right into it. RMRK. For anyone who does not know, I know if you're probably watching this, you might already know a little bit, or maybe you just heard about RMRK. This was a darling, especially for Alex Becker. Becker talked about, that's how I found out about RMRK. Shout out to Alex. This is a very, very interesting token. So let's run down what this is. On their site, eternally liquid, forward compatible, blah, 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 blah. Okay. Sorry, 1 second. I just want to make sure that my camera is here as well. Blah, 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 blah. Who cares? Okay, let's just get down to the meat and potatoes. So essentially what RMRK is doing, they're building two main things from my understanding. Infrastructure for other builders and for traders and collectors, as well as actual products on top of their infrastructure, which is really cool. So not only are they making like the plumbing and the actual bedrock tech that products are built on Polkadot, on Kusama, on the Polkadot parachains, on that ecosystem, they're actively building the products and the use cases to showcase their technology, which is really freaking cool. Usually it's one or the other, but I love that they're taking that on. It's a big undertaking. Mind you, this is massive risk. This is not financial advice. This is just paper trading, and we're just literally looking at this for entertainment. So please do not throw your money at this. We are just analyzing, having fun, and speculating, okay? So let's get into it. This video right here, I think, does a good job just briefly explaining So you may have heard of that concept before. They're called smart NFTs. This is NFTs 2.0. So with NFTs, we've had basically putting pictures on the blockchain or any just one asset on the blockchain and having a token to resemble that. Smart NFTs are going to allow the same technology to be constantly upgrading and evolve. Just like when you're in a video game and you get your great sword, whatever video game, right? You get your great sword, but you notice that you can enchant it, that maybe you can change its color, that you could put a skin on it, you could level it up. All those things that's essentially what a smart NFT is. It's an evolving NFT that can change based on whatever characteristics or whatever conditions, which is very interesting because this completely changes the tech. It opens up so many new possibilities of what builders could program and what users can now experience, and its use cases just increase like 100 times exponentially. Fascinating, cool. Now, obviously, Remark's not the only one doing this. This isn't new. This isn't the only tech there, but they are the main ones doing it on Polkadot, and this is the big thing, right? And we'll get into that narrative. I like to, analyze things from the actual use case, utility, from then going into the team, then looking at like marketing power or narrative, and of course tokenomics. And trust me, watch this to the end. You're gonna be hella impressed with what Remark is doing, especially their tokenomics are really, really solid. Okay, so cool. They're building, they're building something called Singular. Let me show you here. They're building like their own OpenSea on Polkadot, which is cool. This is already live on Kusama. Awesome. So they're going to be big movers on that. They've already built their own like products. So they're making like this NFT type of wolf game, if you will, Sky Breach. So check this out. This is already built. It's kind of like this map, and I'm not sure the entire specifics, to be honest, but I know that they are actually building products and stuff. Canaria was their first NFT launchpad. They already launched this. This is actually how they did the how they airdropped their tokens to everybody. They launched this NFT called Canaria, which is cool. So they're building this tech, and then they're building products on top of it. The goal is to basically have this incredible ecosystem with a marketplace, with like an easy builder for people to come in and make dope products on top of Remark. And there's a massive use case for the token, and we'll get into that. So the team is looking great. Obviously, we can. I encourage you to do your own research on all these people. The main thing, though, we want to look at who's the lead, right? The lead is Bruno Skivrok. Bruno is a G. He's got extensive experience as a technical lead, and he was a part of the Web3 Foundation, which is awesome. You can see he's been in the Web3 Foundation for like 2 years before he left to do Remark full time, and that's what he's been doing since 2021, summer of 2021. Very, very dope. If you go and look through his like history, you can see that he's into fitness. That he's like a disciplined lad. He's got an extensive work history. If you go look at his projects, so these are his side projects, but current and past work, you can see Web3 Foundation. He worked on Status. A lot of tech experience, which is really great. And it's just cool to see that he was, not everyone is thrown on as a leader in the Web3 Foundation. So that's a pretty big deal, and it's great to see that they've got such a strong leader. So really great. They got a team of 16 people. Awesome. They've just been building this nonstop, even throughout the bear market, which is great. So that's looking good. Roadmap-wise, obviously they got a lot of things that they're doing. They're going to be rewriting the Remark as smart contracts, rewriting Remark as pallets, bidding on Singular, a metaverse that they're building. So there's still a lot to come. Obviously, blah, 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 every crypto project has trusted by, blah, 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 blah. Just ignore this shit. Doesn't really mean much at the end of the day. Whatever. Cool. All right, let's move on. So they're building this. Let's just talk really quickly. I want to discuss, one second. This is all of his work history stuff. I want to discuss the token, okay? Let's discuss the token really quick. So, one second, right here. Okay, so the Remark tokens. So on the 15th of September, the Remark token was generated, released. This was in 2021. The way they did it is they airdropped 8.9 million of the tokens. There's 10 million total. They airdropped 90% to the people who owned their first NFT. So new purchases don't work. It was the people who basically bought the pre-mint or bought the pre-reveal. 5% is locked for the team after 2 years, 1 year cliff, 1 year linear. This is really incredible tokenomics. You really don't see this. Usually it's like 10% for the team, 5% for marketing. Like usually 20 to 30% is just locked up for the team and or spending. They gave 90% away. So the distribution, the unique ownership is really, really good. And the reason why this is really, really good is that it prevents like whale type shit. It prevents, central points of failure and people who can just come and totally dump on the market. This is amazing. Also, there is no inflation. So it's 10 million flat. No inflation. The token is deflationary due to wallets being lost occasionally and due to some mechanics that lock up. And we'll see that in the utility section. Incredible. Like, all the tokens released at once, 5% reserved for the team, cool, fair, 90% given to the community. Awesome. I think there's well, the question is where's the remaining like 5.1% or 6%? I think that's for staking. We'll get to that in a second. But this is really good, like very good tokenomics. Like this is what we want to see. You know, the fact that it's not inflationary is just massive. That is awesome. Like incredible for stock to flow models and for you know, supply and you know, just general economics when we look at supply demand, right? So that's really, really exciting. If we scroll down, there is a ton here of what they're doing to basically plug in demand, right? To basically write demand into the token of why people should buy it. So they have the DAO. In order to be part of the DAO, you're going to need to utilize the token. They also have something called white labeling of the RMRK products. So launching a white label copy of Canaria, initial collectible offering success and commission fees, also directly payable in RMRK tokens. Okay, interesting. So to get verified on Singular on their marketplace, you have to have a balance of at least 10 RMRK at all times. That's really good. That's kind of like with Ethereum, where like you got to pay gas fees. That's a thing as well. You'll see Canaria chain is now payable in RMRK, so that's really good. The more that people can transact with that token, the more people will buy it, and the more volume there'll be. Using the RMRK token to take out an AUSD loan on Canaria. Incredible. And these are the things they're building. It's absolutely nuts. They're building a collateral chain. To offset the cost of pinning the NFTs on IPFS, so when you're uploading NFTs, you got to put it on a decentralized upload site like IPFS. You can now do that with RMRK. It's not that expensive. It's just around $1. This is to prevent spam and to offset the cost. Really great that you can do that. We have governance. This is a governance. I think this is DAO-related stuff. Stake an amount for curation. Stake the amount for turning NFTs into fungible tokens. Commission fees on Singular and other products and apps we build. Deposit amount of identity verification. Note that all these parameters will be subject to sanity limits, minimum, maximums, values, frequencies of change. A token curated list of registered collections with cross-collection equipability, cross-collection, cross-metaverse demand for equipable NFTs. Okay, that's a little blah, blah, blah. Okay, so you can see that some of these other ones, DAO collateral, stake to unhide, R&D, RMRK on Singular, using RMRK to mint and trade NFTs on Singular, another great one. So you just see that they're smart. Like, they're not dumb. They're actually trying to make real palpable use cases to use the token that makes sense. You know what I mean? This is brilliant. This is like very, very, like this is a 10 out of 10 for tokenomics. The fact that it's not inflationary, the fact that they just gave out 90% of the supply and they're holding a very small amount and they're building things that have tons of great use cases is just what we want to see. Like it's fucking awesome. Like really, really good stuff. You can see here, hover the mouse to get slices of info, RMRK token holders. Oh, interesting. So balances of 5,000 RMRK. So this is the distribution. We have like 5 million. Whoa. Total supply, 46%. Number of tokens, 4.5 million. So this is the distribution. Okay, so I guess this is the amount of holders that hold a certain amount of tokens. Interesting. Why is this one so big? Oh, okay. So that's showing OBS's balance is under 5,000 RMRK. Oh, wow. That's really good. So there's 4.5 million holders. No, that can't be right. Sorry. There's 4.5 million tokens that 50% of that. Okay, so 50% of the supply are users who have less than 5,000 RMRK. And they're aggregated under others. And then all these other ones are, I believe, much, much bigger holders. So it gets smaller and smaller of like, you have like very, very, yeah, you have less holders holding more. Okay, so this big one represents, this is actually insanely good tokenomics, man. The holder distribution is incredible. So that's massive, right? Like what you don't want to see is like one person holding half the supply because you'll just have them dumping on your head. Like it's super, super high sell pressure, right? If you've seen that with tokens like what happened with FTX or even a lot of poo coins where you just have so much sell pressure because there's like 3 whales that own 10% of the supply, you know? All right, Very cool. I mean, that's just a rough overview here of Remark. Really excited. I think the last thing we'll leave off here is the narrative. And the narrative here is amazing, right? Polkadot, cross-chain, NFT, metaverse. So NFT, Web3, and metaverse products are still very new. They're still very early. They're heavily doubted, and I think that's where the opportunity lies. Everyone's obsessed with ChatGPT, AI, this, that. Fuck all that, okay? Those are hype cycles. That's going to die out eventually. While people don't give an F about this, this is the opportunity. You should be looking into where the real builders are, where cool developments are happening, where legitimate things are occurring, and hedging your bets there. That's what I'm doing, okay? Not financial advice at all. And that narrative is super powerful. So when you pair all this together of like they're building smart NFTs, they want to be a massive infrastructure on Polkadot. Polkadot has a strong cross-chain, multi-chain narrative that is evolving, and that is still a narrative yet to even actualize, and eventually it will. If you're bullish on cross-chain, if you think that it will become something, you know, of real use, I would be bullish on Polkadot, and I would be bullish on the best builders in that ecosystem, and Remark is definitely one of them. And when we're on the topic of NFTs, a new tech, a ton of opportunity. Once again, Remark is building a lot of infrastructure there, as well as products on top of it to actually prove that it works. Really great team, solid lead, incredible tokenomics, great narrative. Remark almost hits a 10 for me in terms of like, I'm very, very bullish on this. Like, I'm very bullish on Remark. I think there's so much headroom. If we just quickly pop by the price action, maybe I should have started the video with this, but the price action is fantastic. Like, it's massively discounted, and this thing destroyed in the bull run. Look at this. We went from a couple dollars all the way up to $60, right? So we had a 20x, 30x. Pretty insane, and right now we've been flatlining for a while. These are great accumulation zones that we're in right now. So I think this is a massive opportunity. Obviously, the coin is down 97%. Extremely high risk. Could it go down even lower? Of course. It's volatile. These markets are extremely, extremely, extremely volatile. But once again, look at the diluted valuation. It's super solid. Look at the circulating supply relative to the total and max supply. You're not going to get tokenomics any better than this. If I go show you a coin like ApeCoin, right? Let's pull up ApeCoin. Fantastic coin, but look, market cap 1.7 billion, diluted is almost 4 times it. You know what I mean? Like, a lot of good trading volume. Like, from a trading volume perspective, some could say Remark is dead, it's trash, it's garbage. It only has $85,000 in trading volume. It's a micro cap, okay? You're dealing with like a $20 million market cap. But it's the idea that, like, it's not about what they're doing today. It's about, you know, being in an environment where the bull market is back, liquidity is pouring in, multi-chain narratives popping, they've built their infrastructure. This is a coin that we could see 100x in the next bull run from here easily. Like, they were already at what was the valuation, the market cap wise? Market cap wise, they were at a $600 million, almost a $600 million valuation. So, like, you can do the math. If we could quickly just divide 600 mil divided by the current market cap of 18, that's a 33x from here if it can go back to where it was before. And mind you, they had no products back then. So once you have new utility, you know, more liquidity, Polkadot is soaring. Polkadot's doing very well. Multichain is crushing. Their infrastructure is built. Their products are built. Sick-ass tokenomics where the supply is just fucking so good and not inflationary, new demand. I think this is a 100x gem. So do your own research, please. I could be totally wrong with this. I've been humbled the past year in the crypto market where you make a couple bets, you win some, you lose some, and it's not, it doesn't always turn out how you think. So please don't assume that, like, this is 100% a win. It's not. I could be totally wrong. Remark could go to zero. So please, 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 please bear that in mind. When we're in these territories of microcraps and rank number 600, you're at the highest echelon of risk. And yes, it can pay off massive and change your life, but it can destroy you if you overinvest, if you put in more than you can lose. These are the types of plays where it's like, research it. If it's for you, $100. Put in something that you could totally forget about. Put in an amount of money that you do not need. That is my recommendation, okay? So thank you so much for watching. Appreciate your time. Smash up the likes. helps me out a lot. If you enjoyed this, if you want to continue seeing coin reviews and breakdowns like this, bringing you the alpha, bringing you those bear market buys, and drop some comments down below of what else you'd like to see. Okay, so I wish you a great day, and we're here 12 days out in the new year. Let's crush it. I believe in you. I'm very bullish on crypto. I think it's great that all the hooligans and all the greedy people have left, and we're just left with the real builders and building up our positions for that next bull run. 100,000 Bitcoin, $150,000 Bitcoin is coming next bull run. It's far away. It could be a year, 2 years away, maybe even 3 years away. We just have to be patient. This is how the market works. The market rewards the patient, and we'll just keep grinding out here, keep finding these hidden gems, keep making some bets, keep grinding, keep stacking up cash. You know what I'm saying? Work your job, work your business, work on your fitness. We just keep leveling ourselves up. So in the next bull run, we can absolutely crush it and hopefully become filthy rich. Anyways, thank you so much, and I'll see you next time.